Hello there, strangers. Hello there. I'm Britt.
Why you sound like Tabitha Brown?
No, don't say that. I sounded like Tabitha Brown. She'd be like, hello there. She'd be more.
You did that though.
No, mine was like sexy, like hello there, strangers. Tabitha's is more like, inviting in a different way.
Yeah.
Hello. I was trying to make it like a quiet storm. Greetings, strangers. I'm Britt.
I'm not participating in this.
All you gotta do is say your name. That's all you gotta do.
And I'm Dee.
Your sensual host with the most.
Don't do this.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do you like that today. Welcome to another episode of It's a Strange World After All. The podcast where we discuss true crime cases, the supernatural, urban legends, conspiracy theories, and all of the things that keep the world strange.
In today's episode, we discuss Mark Kilroy, who while in Mexico vacationing during spring break was kidnapped and murdered in a human sacrifice ritual.
I don't even have nothing to say because I don't even know. Like, I read it, but I don't think I actually read it. You know what I mean? Like, I just read it, but I didn't. I read it, but I didn't read it. You know what I mean? Like, I just
okay. You just skimmed through it. Okay.
I don't even know if I know what's going on. Like most times.
Well, this one is interesting.
It is interesting. The setup, this whole setup. You did this. Good kudos to you. If you took it from an article,
thank you.
But if you actually did this yourself and set that up, you did a good job. I mean, because if you took it from an article, then you know what I mean. Like if the whole thing came from one article, then I'm not as impressed.
I was gonna say I'll take everything. From articles. Yeah, because this one took me forever because I was reading different articles and I had to put it in order and do all. Yeah.
Then kudos to you because I was reading it and I was like, what? No, what? On the parts, that I caught,
I was about to say, you said you didn't read it.
I did. Or maybe I just don't remember. Maybe my day has been so long that I don't remember, but I literally feel like I read it a couple of hours ago. So maybe that's what I meant to say, that my day has been so long that I don't remember the story. But when I read it, I was like, okay, let's get into it.
Thank you.
Mark James Kilroy was born on March 5th, 1968 in Chicago, Illinois. His family eventually moved to Santa Fe, Texas. Shout out, pew, 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 not in Santa Fe, but shout out, shout out, Texas. Yes. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. We don't want to be shouting it out, maybe now, but,
Oh, yeah. True.
Mark excelled in both academics and athletics as a teen and played baseball, basketball, and golf. After graduating in 1986, Mark attended Southwest Texas State University before transferring to Tarleton State University. Did I say that right?
I think so.
I was going to say, because it's not. I've heard it said before, but I've never seen it actually written down. You've never heard of Tarleton?
Mm-mm. Nope.
What you heard of? Prairie View?
Are you trying to be funny?
Grambling. He then decided to give up athletics and transferred to the University of Texas at Austin to become a pre-med student. So he's pretty well educated, or yeah, because he's going to some good schools.
Yeah, I wonder if is Matthew McConaughey, does he still teach at UT?
I have no idea. I did not know that. Matthew McConaughey. What do he teach?
I don't know.
Is he a doctor? He's a
just know.
doctor? Or does he have like an honorary
No.
doctorate?
I don't know.
You can't teach at college and not have a doctor's degree. Like at a university, you can.
Hold on, let me Google it. Why does this, you know how they give you questions? Like when you Google something? This says, why is Matthew McConaughey so special?
I thought you were about to say sexy. Why is Matthew? Somebody's like, he on everything. Why is Matthew McConaughey so damn special?
That's funny. Matthew McConaughey is a professor of practice.
What?
at the at the Moody College of Communications at the University of Texas at Austin. So what the hell is that?
I don't even know. It was too much. Like, so it's not a real. I don't feel like it's a real college.
Oh, it has to do with film. So,
okay,
whatever that is.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, he does technically. On March 10th, 1989, Mark's childhood friend Bradley Moore finished his exams early at Texas A&M University and headed to Austin to pick him up. Then they headed to Santa Fe to pick up two other friends, Bill Huddleston and Brent Martin, before heading to South Padre Island for a spring break. 9 hours later, they arrived at South Padre Island shortly before midnight and checked into the Sheraton hotels and resorts.
I don't know. South Padre scares me.
Why?
Because, I don't know. It just seemed like Freaknik. Freaknik. What is, how you say it? Freaknik.
It's nothing like that.
South Padre, probably, yes. Back, especially like in the 90s, 80s, they probably was running around naked. Just ass and titties.
That would be more at Freaknik than South Padre Island.
Man, it gets pretty wild at South Padre.
South Padre Island, I think of Girls Gone Wild.
I was just about to say Girls Gone Wild.
Speaking of, did you see that documentary?
No.
Oh my God.
What documentary?
They did a documentary about Girls Gone Wild. And the guy who started it, man.
He's a pervert, probably.
It's a lot. Yeah. And it's crazy because people were like calling out because people are still free. He's basically on the run. He's living in Mexico. If he comes back, he's
gone.
Gonna go to jail. Prison.
Later that evening, they met a group of female students and partied until the next morning. The next day, they went to the beach to tan before lunch. I feel like I have to read it like that. After... Like, yeah, we went and partied and then we went and tanned before lunch because I had to get my tan in before lunch because the sun is just right. Not too low, not too high. Don't get crazy. Like, that's how they talk.
The guys?
No, because they met a group of female students. So the females were still with them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
After lunch, they went to the beach behind their hotel for the daily... This is so... I legit never heard of this. I've heard of wet t-shirt contest. I've heard of bikini contest, but I've never heard of a daily Miss Tan Line contest.
Yeah.
What
neither.
dictates anybody of the... I was about to say like Anglo-Saxon American. Anybody that tans, what dictates a good tan? Like, are they looking for like just even skin tone or no, because it's tan line. So yeah, are you looking for like somebody with a pale, you know what I mean, like pale booty and then the line, you know what I mean? What would dictate?
No.
What are they looking for? For the tan line, it has to be the best, most prominent, right? Tan line, I would think.
I guess so. I have no clue.
The palest piece of skin next to the darkest of flesh. You know what I mean? Like they didn't take
Why you say it like that?
Because that's what I picture. It's serious for them. Like yes, this like a white piece of paper next to.
Oh my God. Okay.
Like you could see that they had on a bra. Like you could tell the exact garment that they had on. That's why they have that tan line. Is what I'm Like, I'm gonna say this, I'm be done. Have you ever had on like sandals and they got a tan on your foot? Like, you know, I'm talking about the sandals with the line, and then you get the tan on your foot, and it look like
Yes.
you still wearing the sandal. That's what they were looking for. That's what I'm picturing. Is that not what you're picturing, people?
I don't know.
Somebody tell us.
I didn't even think about it.
I did when I read it. That was the one thing I remember, and I was like, "What the hell is a Miss Tan Line contest?" Somebody DM us that too, please.
Lord.
I'm gonna put it on the Spotify poll. What dictates the best? After the Miss Tan Line contest, Mark went to his room for a quick nap before they headed to Mexico.
The friends drove to Brownsville, Texas, and parked close to the Gateway International Bridge before crossing the U.S.-Mexico border on foot. They spent most of their evening at Sgt. Pepper's nightclub in Matamoros, Mexico, and returned to South Padre Island. On March 13th at around 10:30 p.m., Mark and his friends headed back to Matamoros. This night, it was packed with spring breakers looking to enjoy Mexico's lax drinking laws. So I think they were like, you had to be like 18 instead of 21?
Lowered it?
In Mexico?
Oh, their drinking laws? I thought it was like 14 or 15.
I would hope
No,
not.
I'm serious.
Really?
Man, let me see.
I hope not. I think it was 16.
Okay.
May have been 16.
I know it's not. Oh, well, it say 18 now, but.
Oh, but this was like in the 80s, right?
Yeah. Why is it so hard to find? Okay, maybe not. I just thought it was lower. Okay, I guess. I don't know. I can't find it. Like, because I can't find it as it pertains to Mexico. It's only doing like America.
Oh. Yeah, I think it might have been 16.
Okay, yeah, moving on. Moving on. Maybe because some of them says is the legal age in Mexico 16. Well, there's a lot of those, or is it still 16? So maybe it was 16. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
When they arrived, they decided to go to the bar with the shortest waiting line, which was Los Sombreros. After a few drinks, they left and went to a bar called London Pub. Mark met with a few women at the bar and wasn't seen for a while. At around 2 a.m., Bill suggested that they should head back to South Padre Island. As they left the London Pub, that's why wasn't nobody in line. Oh, never mind. They went to another bar. I was like, who wants to go to I don't want to go to no London pub in Mexico. It's Mexico.
I
It's
know.
weird, but I was wrong anyway. As they left the London pub, they saw Mark leaning against a car talking to a woman. A beautiful, tanned woman.
There were thousands of tourists leaving the bars, and the large crowd made it difficult for Mark and his friends to walk across the border together. Bradley Moore and Brent Martin separated from the group and walked to Garcia's, a popular restaurant close to the border. Mark stopped at the steps of a house on Alvaro Obregon Street to say goodbye to the woman he had been talking to.
Yeah, we think that's the name of the street.
Oh, I thought you were laughing.
I was. I said, yeah, we think that's the name of the street. About good as 60% because it could have went either way.
Oh, yeah.
Obregon.
Yeah.
Mark then waited for Bill to finish urinating in an alley. Heathen. By the time Bill came back, Mark had vanished.
In crowds like that, I guess it's different with men, but I was just going to say they should have went to the alley together, but it's not a bathroom.
Pairs.
But yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking that idea. I was
don't
like,
separate.
Yeah. I was like, I mean, I guess it's different from men, but especially just, I don't know, in another country in general, wherever the country is, I don't care, I would still be like, I don't know, because I know nothing about it. I don't speak the language, so I just be like, yeah, let's stay in pairs. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, these are men, so I don't know. His friends looked for him until about 4:30 a.m. They crossed the border thinking Mark would be at the car waiting for them. When they saw he wasn't there, they waited a few minutes before returning to South Padre Island, hoping Mark would be there. How drunk were they?
That's
Or,
what I was thinking, because they had to have been pretty drunk.
yeah,
So you add that to, because I'm like, it's men. I think it's different for men though. Because I
yeah,
was gonna say, even like when we've gone out, we've been pretty drunk before, and I mean, we're not gonna separate still.
no,
So, but it's, I don't know what men do when they go out in
yeah.
groups.
And I don't think, though, that my reasoning would be, oh, okay, well, let's go ahead and cross the border because it's 4:30 and he's not here. Maybe he, I don't know. Yeah, maybe he went back to the car, like across the border. I don't know.
Um.
Like, I don't think that would have been my reasoning. Or, yeah, like he left us for Mexico and went to South Padre without making sure that we were
Oh,
back.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't, I'd be like, nah, something wrong because I don't know. I'm a worrier anyway, though. So
Yeah, because I'm thinking like, how long did it take him to pee? Like he vanished quick.
them drunk peas last forever, though.
They do.
Then they like stop and start. Like it's like,
They
dang. I thought I was done. Oop. I thought I was done. I
they
don't
do.
know. Okay. They thought that Mark possibly left with someone else. When they woke up the next day, Mark was still nowhere to be found. So they contacted the police to report him missing. Thank God for technology. Because today, if you're going to be a thought
Yeah.
or you're going to bop, you're going to pick up a person, you can just take your friends and say, oh, I'm going to go with this chick. I can even pin my location and be like, hey, I'm here at this
Yeah.
house. Like, bruh,
Yep.
dang.
So, what happened to Mark Kilroy? As Mark stood on the street waiting for Bill to return from the alley, he was lured by a man in a red truck asking him if he needed a ride. As he got close to the truck, he was grabbed by two men, Serafin Hernandez Garcia and Malio Fabio Ponce Torres. They drove Mark to a private ranch known as Santa Elena and left him in the car overnight.
Do you think that he was set up, or do you think he was by himself when he was taken? Was he still with that chick? I wonder.
So I'm trying to see if it's in here. Cause I don't think I put it in here because I only saw it on one. Cause there was one article that said he may have been set up
Uh-huh.
because, but then I can't say it without, well, the guy who was the leader of the cult,
Mm-hmm.
his, I don't know if she was his wife or, no, I don't think she was his wife. I think she was just like a girlfriend or something. I think she went to the same college as Mark. So they were saying she may have been in on it,
Yeah.
but I didn't see that like in a lot of other articles.
Oh, okay.
But she was with him when everything went down
She was with.
towards it. The cult leader.
Oh, okay. The ranch was owned by a man named Adolfo Constanzo. Adolfo was a cult leader who practiced Palo Mayombo, an African religion. Palo Mayombo. That's how I should have said it. I'm just kidding. An African religion that involves animal sacrifice. He ran a profitable business casting spells to bring good luck. Many of his clients were rich drug dealers and hitmen. He soon moved past animal sacrifices and started sacrificing humans, believing it would make the spell stronger. Interesting.
Yeah.
This is where it gets strange.
About 12 hours after Mark's kidnapping, Adolfo and his men came to see him. Throughout the night, Mark was tortured and sodomized. They led him out to the field where Adolfo killed him by chopping the back of his neck and head with a machete. Okay, this just got real.
I said. Watch,
Yeah.
you see. Watch the turn of events.
Yeah. Adolfo then boiled Mark's brain in a cauldron. Mark's legs were chopped off above the knees, and a wire was inserted in his spinal cord to pull the bones out once his body decomposed. The cult members then dug a hole and buried Mark's body. Wow.
Man,
And there was actually more. I just left it out because it was too much.
so much.
Yeah.
Okay. What more? Jeez, don't say it. But no, wait,
not.
was it a lot more?
Yeah.
Okay, I was
you
tell
can
me, but
Google,
I could find it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can Google it.
Oh, man. On March 26th, the case was highlighted on America's Most Wanted, but none of the leads generated were solid enough to pursue. On April 1st, 1989, Mexican authorities were stationed at a checkpoint near Santa Elena when they saw a vehicle run through the checkpoint without stopping. The man driving the vehicle was Seraphin, who was one of the men that kidnapped Mark. So they finna get him. They finna get his ass.
When authorities followed him, he led them to the private ranch. After about 30 minutes, Seraphin left, and the officers decided to do a quick search of the ranch. They found cult paraphernalia and traces of marijuana.
What
On
is
April
cult?
11th, huh?
What is cult paraphernalia? What is that?
I'm thinking
Matching
because they said it
uniforms?
was a cauldron and all that, so I'm thinking stuff. What you say?
I said matching uniforms is what I said. Some signage, some poster boards for signs. Like, what?
Oh my God. Because I never thought about that. What is that? Like what?
Like
You
what
see
indicates?
this and be like, oh, they're in a cult.
Yeah, it has to be a cult. It's just a bunch of smiling faces. We love it here. Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, I should have worn my cult shirt instead of.
Oh no,
because I wore that to work today.
You would.
Should have kept it, huh?
I said you would. Was it a political statement?
No, I mean you can't. It was covered up. You couldn't see it.
Oh, okay.
On April 11th, police took Seraphin and 4 other cult members to Santa Elena to show them where Mark was buried.
Seraphin and the others spent several hours digging. After the excavation, 15 mutilated bodies, including Mark's, were uncovered. This is like, what's that lady? Dang, what's that lady from Worst Roommates Ever?
Oh,
what? It's because I asked.
Dorothea Puente.
Dorothea Puente,
yeah.
Yes. That's,
yeah.
Damn, like we were not expecting this at all. That's intense.
Yeah. I started it, but I didn't finish it because I already knew about her.
Oh, that's why I see. I didn't, and it was just like, what? What? I just kept finding them. What?
Yeah.
After this discovery, Adolfo went on the run. Police consulted local witchcraft practitioners and sorcerers and found that Adolfo, I just want to say Adolf, was hiding in Cuauhtémoc. 16 officers were sent to search the area.
The police noticed a man at a supermarket who was attempting to buy an unusually large amount of groceries with US dollars. They followed him to an apartment on Rio Sena. By the end of the week, they found out the man was De Leon and he was buying groceries for Adolfo and other cult members living in the apartment.
What the hell is happening?
So he was basically buying a whole bunch of food. And they're like, what is this man going to do with
all this food?
He could have been bringing it to his family or something. But
right, or to the church or something.
And then he was using US dollars.
Oh, yeah. It was suspicious.
Yeah.
On May 6th, 1989, police surrounded the building and began to raid the premises. Adolfo noticed the police from the window and opened fire on the officers. Eventually, he ran out of bullets, and after about 45 minutes, he realized he would be captured. That's when he ordered De Leon to kill him and cult member Quintana Rodriguez. So it was a get ate. Is that how you say that? It was a eat or be eaten situation.
Yes.
They had a whole standoff.
I know. And it was like intense.
Yeah.
Because I forgot how many cult members were in that apartment, but it was a good amount of them in there.
It was like, what is that Waco shooting? What is that, New Hope? What is it?
Huh?
What's the church
Waco?
called? Yeah.
You know what? I don't know. I just know the man's name, but I don't know.
Got his name. What's his name?
David Koresh.
Koresh. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
They had a whole shootout.
I don't know the name of
That's crazy. When stuff happens like that in real life, yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah, there's this other cult. I'm going to have to look into them too, but they were like all over and they were like killing themselves. And it was like, it was crazy. I'm going to have to look into them. I think it's called something about a solar temple. I don't know.
Why were they killing themselves? For like sacrifices or something?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. In August 1990, De Leon was sentenced to 30 years in prison for the murder of Adolfo Constanzo and Quintana Rodriguez. As of 2009, only 2 cult members remain at large, Malio Ponce Torres and Ovidio. He wasn't named earlier, but...
Oh, Ovidio wasn't.
Because I was like, we were not about to say all their names. I'm sorry. They don't deserve recognition anyway.
No, that's true. First of all, that's what De Leon get. I think.
He should have been 30 years is not. Well, he killed the cult leader.
He also asked him to kill.
Yeah.
Him too, so it was more of like an assisted suicide if you ask me.
Yeah. Because I don't even know if he had anything to do with what happened to Mark. So that's why I was like,
Oh,
with 30 years is enough. Yeah.
I wonder what... So they would have charged Adolfo. They would have probably charged him with like life consecutives, right? Consecutive life sentences.
Because all those bodies they found,
15.
Man. And then where they messed up at, because like I think they were like taking people that nobody would really miss. But Mark, his family was like connected, like to like George Bush and all that. Damn. So they were connected.
Okay. Did you say there was a documentary or something for this?
I don't think I've seen a documentary about this. I don't know if there is one. Okay. I just saw there are a lot of YouTubers who've covered it, like true crime YouTubers.
Yeah.
And I may have seen it on like one of those shows that I watch, but I watch so many, so I wouldn't even be able to tell you a name. Let me see if I can Google something real quick.
Okay. I was just wondering. It could be a movie too.
That's what I'm thinking. I was like, I thought there was like a movie about it, but I don't.
That bird over there is doing the most.
I know.
I know. Final thoughts?
I don't even know. Like it was just so much. I wish I could have found out what happened to like the other cult members though.
Yeah.
Because they had to, for them to find that many bodies, they had to have been involved some kind of way.
That's true.
So I wonder what happened to everybody else.
Yeah. I'd also be curious to know more about that cult, like the origin.
Oh, yeah.
Like how long were they established and just questions. So many questions.
We could probably, if I can find information on it, we could probably do like a little short like follow up or something. I think we should do
Okay.
those.
I said that in the last episode
I
because I was
know.
like, let me write it down, but I think I forgot to write it down.
Because I had wanted to do one about, even though we haven't covered it, well, probably not because I feel like it's been overdone, but
Yeah.
they think they know who the Zodiac Killer was. Because it was a huge deal. It was like trending everywhere.
Yeah, I think I remember.
And I had
that.
wanted to do a post about it, but everybody was talking about it. So I was like, well,
I get it. That's how, about like the more established, like John Wayne Gacy and killers like that. It's like, or what is it? What? Gordon Ramsay.
Ooh.
I just Jean Bonnet. John. I was like, what happened to Gordon? What happened to Gordon Ramsay? Lord, I meant Jean Bonnet.
Jean Bonnet Ramsey. Yeah, and then like the Black Dahlia, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I've been working on the because we did them for Killer Couples, the Carla Homolka and Paul Bernardo.
Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been working on that. That one is a lot too.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
And then I was like, should I watch the movie again? And then I was like,
oh yeah.
Then I was like, no, because I don't want to see Misha Collins being a killer.
I know it's so
killer.
weird. It's so weird. It's like Stanley Tucci and the Lovely Bones.
Oh, and the Lovely Bones. Yeah.
Yes, I was like, ugh, and I love him.
What are your final thoughts?
Oh, that was it. I just wish that really was just my final thoughts. I just wish. I mean, this one was really detailed. There's not, I guess, really room for theories in this one as much.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I just want to know more about that cult and like why. Like I get like what drove them to this. I guess the animal sacrifices then get more powers than human sacrifices. But yeah, how did it get started? All of that. So that was it. That is all, folks.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram at It's a Strange World Podcast, Twitter at Pod Strange World, and on Facebook and TikTok at It's a Strange World After All. Also, turn on those notifications for our Instagram posts so that you can keep up with our hashtag Myth Mondays and hashtag Strange Saturdays posts. So I couldn't find nothing for Myth Monday, and I was watching Alfred Hitchcock Presents, and I was like, oh, this is an urban legend. So I just did that.
It wasn't bad though. It didn't throw off the.
Okay.
I mean,
it's actually an urban legend though. So
there you go.
There you go.
That's funny. I meant to ask. I was like, what is this from? But then I got sidetracked. Yes. We would love to hear from you. If there's anything in the world of strange or any true crime cases that you would like us to cover, let us know. Have you ever heard a strange bump in the night? Have you ever seen shadow figures moving about? Have you ever stumbled upon something unexplainable? We want to know about it, and with your permission, share it with our listeners. You can email those submissions to itsastrangeworldafterall@gmail.com or DM us at any other social media platforms Dee mentioned. Even if you just want to say, hey there, we'll be here.
Thank you for tuning into another episode of
It's a Strange World After All. And thank you, as always, for keeping it strange with us. We appreciate it. We truly appreciate it.
Thank you. I thought you were about to cry. I was like, wait, what? What's happening?
No, I was pretending. I was pretending like I was in the
But thank you.
Thanks. Bye.